Hey Gemini, how you doing? Welcome to the Crow Tarot. We are going to be doing your first half of May general reading here. I'm going to start off with some animal energy, but of course, I'm going to go right into the tarot. All right. So, what is the animal energy for Gemini for the first half of May? Please and thank you. Ooh, okay, cool. This is interesting. Okay. So y'all may or may not know that I usually only draw one of these, but I very much heard to pull at the bottom of the deck too. And these are counter energies, which is why I feel like they're saying that. Okay. So we have the eagle, an air animal from an air sign here, which I like. So the eagle for me is the equivalent in part of the tower key in the tarot, which for me is, you know, the great rearranger, the universe stepping into when you are out of alignment or in a misstep with your path, with your divine path, with your soul purpose. It'll step in and rearrange some things, right? And really get the slate to where it's a clean slate so you can go forward, you know, in correct alignment with, you know, where you're meant to go. You know, this eagle energy here is very intense. You know, eagles are clear seers. They're also, you know, messengers from the divine. They're able to go in and out of different realms with ease, which is very, very cool. But this is seeing something really clearly and then just like pouncing on it in a really big, intense kind of way. And I feel like this is representing you guys at the moment going into the first half of May. But I honestly feel like this is not going to last very long. This tower energy, this is a very forward, get it done and get it done now type of energy here. And then we have the buffalo, which I'm really obsessed with. You know, the buffalo is all about abundance and trusting that you're always going to have exactly what you need and that you are where you're meant to be. Now, let's just look at like the contrast between these two energies, right? So we have, you know, an air animal here, and then we have an earth animal in the buffalo, and the buffalo is not a quick mover, darlings, right? It's slow, right? It takes its time. It's never really quite in much of a rush, really energetically speaking anyway, because it doesn't feel the need to plan ahead in terms of, well, I'm gonna be feeling thirsty at about 2 o'clock, so I need to identify this watering hole and figure out how we're gonna get there, and then where's the supply of food, and then where's the shelter for the night, y'all? What's going on? Let's look to see what's coming up. No. It's like very much living in the moment because it trusts that it's supported by the divine. Essentially, even in the midst, see this Latin in here, right? Even in the midst of a storm. It's like, it's okay. Storms have a right to exist. You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of energy. These are two very different energies. So let's see how, let's see what the tarot has to say. But this is fascinating because I don't know if you could have two more different energies here come up for y'all. And I like it. Okay. So let's see what's going on from a Gemini. You know, you could also be being called to just ground yourself as well in a big way. Maybe slow down a bit as well, because this is very fast energy. The eagle and buffalo is slow, like I said. All right, what's going on for Gemini for first half of May? Please and thank you. Eight of Pentacles. Work, you better work. Okay? Yes. Literally. See, this crow is putting his little beak to the grindstone and working on it. This makes a lot of sense. I mean, maybe your work life, your work circumstances feels a bit like the eagle where it's like, gotta get it done, gotta get on it, right? This is also the eagle energy is not really open to the flow. You know, this is a bit of a rigid energy here too, and this could very much be literally about work. But this is very much, you know, you're focused. You have a goal. You have an objective. And you are moving towards it or pouncing on it. Okay. Let's see what else is going on from a Gemini. First half of May. Ooh. Another Pentacles here. A lot of work energy here for y'all. So we got Queen of Pentacles. God, I love the Queen of Pentacles. I really adore her. The Queen of Pentacles does not feel the need to chase after anything or move at a pace that doesn't feel in alignment with where she is that day, that morning, that afternoon, that evening. She is the absolute boss of going at one's own pace. Again, the Queen of Pentacles also, very much like the buffalo here, trusts that she's always going to have what she needs when she needs it. I'm getting that image of there's some people, or personality types, I should say, that feel the need to stock their kitchen, pantry within an inch of its life, right? All of the time. Even if they don't even have a lot of people coming over, they just feel the need to always have it stocked, right? I just want to have it there. And then there's other people who just go to the store when they need, and they just get a few things. It's like, oh, I just need this and I just need that, and that's all it is. And the Queen of Pentacles, is a beautiful energy because she is definitely the kind of, attitude here that's like, yeah, I really don't feel the need to stock up for a rainy day. Why would I? Because it's always, kind of worked out in my favor because I trust that it would. I trusted that it would, so it did. Right? But this is a beautiful boss energy too. This is speaking of someone who's quite accomplished, monetarily speaking and otherwise, but also very, very grounded. We've got 2 pentacle cards here along with this buffalo earth energy. This buffalo may very well be your advice, right? But I feel like money's looking good. Hi. Money's looking good, and or you're involved in work that very much feels like it's aligned with what you're here to do, right? Like you're not necessarily like a painter who's working at a data entry job. Do you know what I mean? Okay, let's get another one. Gemini. Yes, abso-freaking-lutely. 6 of Wands. This is victory in a way that other people can see. Okay? This is that kind of, this can be something that takes place in an external way, right? In your external circumstances, surmounting some of these to-dos and tasks and whatnot that leaves you internally feeling really accomplished. But what I'm really getting with this is that this is that kind of feel-good victory that is visible to others around you. It's like, your mom, your friends, even the mailman, they're looking at you and you're like, oh, you look a little extra glowy today. You really feel like you're in a good mood. Hello. It's that kind of vibe is the 6 of Wands, is victory and triumph in a way that is, visible to others around you, right? I love it. But it feels like you were very much working towards getting to a place where you can really step into this boss energy and just feel like, okay. But it does feel kind of like you guys, it feels like you're on a clock, like on a timeline of sorts, where it's like I have this to accomplish by this date. I keep hearing like deadlines and to-dos. You're gonna get there, but you can have a good time getting there as well. It doesn't have to be the eagle, right? How you get there is up to you. You're going to get there, but how much of a good time and how much time you take to stop and smell the roses is up to you, okay? So let's get some clarifiers here. Let's get a clarifier for this 8 of Pentacles. But this is a nice progression, though. You're putting in a lot of hard work. You're going to reap the benefits of it in a really beautiful way. This is also feeling very feeling like that sense of like self-accomplishment, right? To a place where other people are going to be able to like visibly see. It's like, wow, you did that thing. Okay, let's get a clarifier for this 8 of Pentacles here. Ooh, Ace of Wands, that's what it is. Very much. I mean, this is a very forward, fast-moving energy. This can speak of creative pursuits, right? And the fact that it's paired up with the 8 of Pentacles here, I do feel like you are working on something, whether this is a partnership or actual work or a passion project. It really, and I was getting this from the beginning, it really feels like, it's like what I said before, like whatever you're working on right now is something that you are passionate about, that it is in alignment with your soul's path. If you're here to be a creator, you are creating something. If you're here to be a teacher, you are teaching. Do you know what I mean? You're not out of step with your soul's purpose, which is gorge, which is also why you're probably just going, because you do have that passion around it, okay? You just maybe being called to stop and smell the roses on the way is all. The destination is definite. The journey itself and, you know, how you move through those energies is depending on you. So let's get a clarifier for this beautiful, gorgeous Queen of Pentacles here. And here we are. 2 of Swords, right? Air energy here. The swords, you know, rule the realm of the mind and thought for you guys, my fellow air signs here. You know, this is this is really lining up beautifully. So the 2 of Swords is, you know, a cause for pause before a decision is made. It is up to you how productive this is or is not. The fact that it's clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, you know, I really do feel like you guys are in need of a break. I really, really do. Like in need of a break, you know, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's an actual physical break or, you know, an emotional break, whatever that is. But this very much, you know, the 2 of Swords, this can go, you know, more than one way. Let's just talk about this 2 of Swords. It's been coming up a lot today in the readings, actually. So the 2 of Swords, you know, when it is approached where you're like, okay, I'm not going to live in this space forever, but I do need to take, you know, a moment to kind of look at where I've been, take a fresh look at where I'm going, and then see how I can get from point A to B in a seamless and enjoyable, ease-filled type of way. Now, when this, you know, the shadow energy of this, when this is in the reverse, y'all didn't get it in the reverse, but for some of you, you know, we can stay in this energy a bit too long and then it becomes procrastination, avoidance, right? You know, I'm getting something very specific here. It's very interesting. So, and I can relate to this, what I'm about to say. So sometimes, especially as air signs, we can get so focused on a task at hand that we don't even really want to stop to take breaks because in our subconscious or maybe even in our conscious state, we fear that we will lose our momentum. Well, if I take too long a break, if I really sit down and really relax, first of all, it's going to be on my mind, all the things that I have left to do. So how am I going to really enjoy it? And I'm afraid that it's going to be harder to get back into the swing of things after I've taken a break. You are being, and sometimes legit, that is the case. You got to use your intuition with that. But what I'm getting here is you're going to receive more information, downloads, and insights by taking a pause so that you can go forward and really achieve victory here. So you are very, very, very much, you know, being guided and counseled here to very much take a break. But it's not avoidance. It's not, don't look at it as you're avoiding or procrastinating. Don't spend that break time thinking about what left there is to do. Rather be the buffalo. Oh, this is making all the sense in the world. Yeah, this is very much about go, go, go. I don't want to take a break. I don't want to lose my momentum. I see what I want and I got to jump on it. And the buffalo's like, yo, man, you might want to chill. It's going to be there after you get done chilling, right? That's what it is, right? And because it's in your soul path, it really, really will be. So yeah, you know, very much getting the feeling here that this 2 of Swords is going to be highly beneficial for you. Sometimes we take a mental rest here, right? Ground ourselves, just be in a place of receiving. The Queen of Pentacles is all about receiving, by the way. All about receiving. She's the best, in my opinion, out of all the queens. She is the best at receiving. Okay? And I really feel like for you guys, this is going to give you new insights and a new surge of energy, new direction. You won't lose your momentum. You're going to go back into it with new thoughts, insights, and strategies. Okay? For real. It's kind of like that thing where you decide to stop trying to figure out a solution to something, and then you go for a long walk, you come home, you start doing the dishes, and then boom, it hits you like a ton of bricks what you need to do. Well, it doesn't have to be a ton of bricks. A showering golden rain of inspiration comes down, and you're like, oh, wow, I'm really glad I took a time out from that. Give yourself a mental rest. Enjoy what you have already accomplished, and it's going to get you ready for the victory you're coming up here. For sure. I like it. You guys are doing big stuff, though. Big stuff. Seriously. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Wands here. For this victory. Oh, see, and that's what it is. We got the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Okay. I'm so obsessed with this. Knight of Cups to clarify the Six of Wands. This is speaking of a few different things. So, remember the first thing that comes to mind is, remember when I said that you guys are doing something, working towards something, involved in something that you are passionate about, Ace of Wands, aligned with your soul purpose and path, right? That's very much coming up here with the Knight of Cups. This feels to me like an emotional victory too. Like maybe you're gonna have to really exhaust yourself as the eagle and then retire that eagle energy in a big way. And then decide to just roll as the buffalo from here on out, at least for the foreseeable future, right? This is beautiful. It's a major shift going on here. I also feel like for some of you, there are elements of romantic love here. I have to say that because it is the Knight of Cups. This is a love offer, okay? But all of this has really felt like very much like a working energy to me, like logistics and given circumstances, etc., etc. But I feel like this is really saying that because you love what you're doing, you're going to be victorious in it. But I also feel like for a few of you, there's also going to be victory around the heart space, quite possibly within interpersonal relationships as well. I also feel like for a few of you, I'm getting this for a few of you, that your partner or whoever you're interested in, or this love interest that I'm picking up on here, or love energy, that is romantic in nature, they're going to be your biggest cheerleader when you come out the other side of this work. They're going to be like, yes, you did it. Or, oh, interesting. Okay, I'm getting something else too. That's for some of you. Then for, another group of you, I feel like once you get through this work and you get done, you have your, your little nose to the grindstone, not really, in a place for like, yeah, let's go on all the dates and search for love, right? Your focus is on other things. But I feel like once you get through this, also, let's, real talk, we don't manifest romantic love in the eagle energy, okay? We do in the buffalo energy. So for those of you that are single and interested in romance, right, and manifesting that, I feel like it's going to come when you're at the end of this energy, because the victory, remember what I said, this is a victory in a way that other people can see. It's going to be exuding off of you. So I feel like this is for some of you, your person is going to be your biggest cheerleader at the end of this, the completion of this. And then for others of you, you're going to manifest love on the other side of this work cycle. Okay. Let's get some oracles here. I gotta tell you, my Geminis, this feels, okay, for a few of you, I gotta tell you, I feel like some of you are going to be famous. I've literally never said that in a reading. I actually, personal note, really don't like the word famous or the idea of fame. But that's about me, not about you. But I really feel, because, this Six of Wands here too can speak of public recognition, being in the public eye. I do feel like for a group of you, the work that you're doing is going to put you in the public eye in a major way. And maybe for some of you, that's how you find a romantic partner as well, is how they find you and see you. Some of you are going to be right in the public eye. Remember, victory and accomplishment in a way that others can see. Yeah, for a few of you. Okay, let's get some oracles here for my lovely Geminis. Lovely Geminis. Oh, see? Compassion. I'm going to tell you. This very much feels like having compassion for yourself around how much you get done and in what order and in what timeline. I feel like, let's look at this storyboard wise, for all my film people watching this, because I feel like for a group of you, I'm looking at a creative, okay? Let's look at this. I feel like compassion for yourself is your link, right? Is what's going to get you from the eagle energy to the buffalo energy. This is the bridge. Compassion is the bridge. It's going to get you from the eagle feeling you have to get it all done and do it right now. And you know, if you want something done right, do it yourself. I just heard that. It's going to get you to this buffalo energy where it's like, actually, I just trust that it's all good. This lightning here. I take a mental break and then suddenly it comes to me and I have you know, a new fervor to go forward and complete this cycle. This is having compassion with yourself around your own expectations of yourself. Okay? Because I do feel like you guys are being a bit hard on yourself in terms of, like, you know, task mastering things a little bit. Know what I mean? But anyways, my lovely Gemini, this was your first half of May general reading. I so hope this was of help to you and resonated with you. If it wasn't, it did, please let me know in the comments below. I would just love that. Also, if you'd like a little more specific look into how to navigate through these energies for you personally, I am available for personal readings. All of that info is in the About Me section. And with that being said, just thank you so much for being here and thank you so much for watching. But most of all, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.